Alright, so this is a quick walkthrough of the intro for the Unforgiven by Metallica. And what I'm doing is in standard tuning. I'm going to be playing the main riff. There is the finger picking portion that is done this way, but that's not what I'm going over right now. I'm going to go over the so what I am doing, and I put on a little bit of reverb just because it sounds good and that's what they have in the recording. So I'm starting on the 2nd fret of the G string, and I'm doing a whole step, and that just means I'm skipping a fret, going from the 2nd to the 4th. And here is where you can either do your pinky on the 5th fret of the G string, or you can do a slide. So I slide with my ring finger, and they pick each of the notes out individually as they're coming down back to the original. So 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. So and that's how I tend to play it. I don't always watch exactly what I'm doing, but I tend to do it in this manner. So that second half there that you just saw, it goes up once, and then again. But you're not doing that stepping down that we did in the first one, the 5-4-2. We're going directly from the 5 to the 2. Okay. Now, once you've gotten yourself adjusted to that, next we can look at the rest of that intro when it goes into a more detailed melody. So we've gotten past the intro, and we're getting to more of the melody. So that is just like what we did a moment ago, but we're going to pick the 5th string a few more times, and then step down to the 4th fret, and this time we go to the D string 5th fret. And notice that I'm not letting, when I'm crossing over to the D string on the 5th fret, I'm not allowing the 2 strings to vibrate together, as in sounding like this. It's not happening. We're keeping it individual. So how would you do that? So when I get to here, there's a couple of things that you can do. It's going to be the timing. I'm actually doing within between the 2 strings, the D and the G, I go a downward pick and then an upward. And I'm also allowing my ring finger to lean back just a little bit to purposely mute that G string, so that once my middle finger is done fretting that note, even if it were for some reason not off in time and I could potentially get the 2 buzzing together, if I don't take my middle finger off of that 4th fret of the G string, I'm fretting the D string at the 5th fret. So you could hear a little bit of it if you were to pick it, but because I'm not picking it, I had already picked it, the 4th fret, that it really kind of becomes a ghost note that you don't even actually hear usually. So let's just go back over that really quickly again. So it's 1, 2, 3, and now we do come right back to that on that 4th fret, and then we go down to the 2nd fret, but of the D string. So that's going to sound confusing. So let me get it back into perspective. And then back to that 2nd fret G string. So back to where we were just a moment ago. 2, 4, back to 2, all on that G string. And then, now here's the change. We actually kind of roll our ring finger back to the B string 5th fret, to the 3rd fret. So 5, 1, 2, 3, and then you go to the 3rd fret, and then 4th fret on the G string. So let's see that again. So just like when we were doing the 1, 2, 3, and then step down, the same with this next part here where we're sliding, or not sliding, but falling back on the B string. So it's again 1, 2, 3, step down, and then G string, 4th fret. And then you hit it one more time, because this is the ending piece that can be a little bit confusing with the order of the fingers. You're going to stop on the 1st fret, so from the 4th fret, and this is what I'm doing. I am sliding back with my middle and then swapping to the 1st finger. So I hit it once, and then again twice. So and then from here we're going to do this funny little combination of strings. It's all going to be on the G string. So let's just recap real quickly. We had now from here 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, and this is the fingering that I like to use. I slide down and I start on the 1, and I go 4, 1, 2, 4, 2. So hopefully that is going to help you figure out how to play the full intro using the main riff. You could call it Guitar 1, if you want to call it that. So here's another view of the entire part for you to follow along with, and I'll play it a little slower than what they actually do in the song, and you can see how it works out for you.